Well, Mike, a 40 points to 16 defeat here at Truro College against North Wales Crusaders. Were we made to pay for a slow and indifferent first half performance?
Yeah, it sort of mirrored last week, didn't it? And we hoped to sort of kick on from our second half performance last week, but it did materialise, and it was things we could control that led them straight back onto us. It was 5 or 6 agains, and 4 of them came on the last tackle. You know, penalties for not playing 5 or 6 penalties for not playing the ball correctly. You're just inviting trouble on you. You know what I mean? And with their pack and the halves and full back, it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, you talk about the discipline and the errors. Is that a huge source of frustration for you as a coach?
It is, because of them things. We're in control of them. Just put your foot up, ball and roll it backwards. We're not asking you to do anything extraordinary, so really frustrating. But lads were honest at changing room one another, and we need to kick on. It can't just be words anymore. We've got to mean it and kick on now.
You were looking for a reaction in the second half. We got that pretty quickly, scored the first try in the second half. And if you look at the scoreboard in the second half, 18 points to 16 shows it was a much closer game.
Yeah, it was, but unfortunately, teams in this league are too good to give 20-odd point starts, and then you're chasing it. They're too good to do that. So yeah, whilst you can take stuff from that, like I said, we've just got to draw a line in the sand of it now and then start, kick on from now. And I'm cautious. It's our second game, really, of, up at that speed, so far this season. But we've got to kick on now. We're a good enough team to be kicking on and competing with Wales. And that's no disrespect to them. We're good enough to be kicking on and competing with them for the 80 minutes, not just the final 30.
Is another source of frustration. We now don't play a game for another couple of weeks. Would you like another game to get us even more up to speed? We have started slow in the last 2 games. Perhaps a reason for not having that pre-season that we all wanted.
Yeah, but it will play a massive part in it. That because your players won't get knocked in. They want to get up to speed with everyone. Actually, playing the players you play when there's a bit of chaos in front of you. But I don't know, I probably could have done with maybe a week off and then play, but obviously we've got 2 now. So.
Injuries today. Chris Bannister came off and then didn't come back out in the second half, and Darcy Simpson limped off towards the end. An early update on those 2?
Well, Chris was HIA. He's sort of being assessed now, so we'll have a bit. But obviously with the time we've got off, we can manage him really, really well. Darcy just took sort of bang on top of the knee. Game had gone. It wasn't worth sort of keeping him on. But initial he'll be good to go.
Adam Ruslin wasn't involved today due to his leg injury. Would you hope to have him back for the Oldham game in 2 weeks' time?
We're confident he'll be good. He'll be sort of good to go for that. Yeah.
And Adam has also been appointed our captain for the 2024 season. A big responsibility on such young shoulders, but given his experience of being in and around Super League environments, Hull Kingston Rovers and Castleford, a just reward as well.
Yeah, I think he spent time with Adam, and he's sort of, he's come back this year, and he's sort of matured a little bit. I think his input into the team and his voice around the team. It was sort of a no-brainer to sort of pick him for that, and I think the lads responded to it as well. In and around, and he weren't there today, but he spoke really well after the game to the team and everything else like that. Yeah, so no, I made up to have him involved because of his input, really.
And just finally, good to just get the game on today as well. We had to switch it late doors from Penryn up here to Truro College. A message for the supporters who still turned out and backed us right the way to the end.
Yeah, loud again, weren't they? They turned out. Obviously it was quite busy behind the sticks there. You can't see it now, but yeah, it was quite busy. But yeah, I'd like to thank them and everything else. And obviously Wales, because it's a bit of a inconvenience them, shuffle things around and everything, but they did. And I spoke to Foz before the game, and he was happy that the game was on. He was sort of made up that we made the changes we've made so the game could be played. Hopefully get back up at Penryn.
Well, Mike, commiserations today, but thanks as always for your time.
No worries.